everyone's doing okay. Today's video is going to be on why I no longer squat and deadlift, specifically the barbell back squat and the barbell deadlift. Joe Delaney did a video on this a few years ago, and I thought I'd kind of reiterate that message. Now, the back squat tends to be the most popular exercise you'll see in a gym when people want bigger legs, and the deadlift really is an exercise to show people how much weight you can lift. Really, both of those exercises are super popular and they are used in powerlifting competitions, and by no means am I saying they're bad exercises. They're probably the hardest exercises you can do in the gym. However, they are not for everybody, including me. Now, I first started doing the squats and deadlifts in 2019. I did it for about 5 years. I only stopped at the start of 2024 because my lower back just couldn't take it anymore. I started doing just about 20 kg, and I did build up to doing 120 kg for a set of 8 to 10 reps. However, I didn't feel any of this in my legs. All I felt is pain in my lower back, to the point where I ended up with a herniated disc. Now, you could put this down to a number of factors, to be honest. You could say my form sucked, which, I partially agree. My technique was poor. I agree, I've never been a great squatter or deadlifter. Or number 3, I am 6 foot tall, so there is more room to come down, more range of motion involved. Both of those 3 factors definitely played a big part. However, it still doesn't take away the fact that these exercises did lead to me having a herniated disc. I could have potentially ended up in a serious mess if I had carried on with these exercises, and I never even got bigger legs anyway. It's not like I was putting myself through, these exercises, risk to reward ratio. My legs never looked any better anyway. I guess it comes down to, particularly as you get older, it's like me myself, I'm going to be 34 in October. Do I really want to potentially disable myself just so I can do these 2 exercises? And by the way, I'm not saying this is going to happen to everybody. I may have a genetic lower back issue, condition, etc. However, these 2 exercises definitely accelerated it. They're the only 2 exercises, maybe 3 if you include the T-bar row standing when the thing's wobbling about. Them 2 exercises and the standing T-bar row are the only exercises that have caused me some serious lower back pain. Now, as to what I do instead, my main leg exercise is the leg press. Reason being because your lower back is against the pad, it's locked and secured in place, and I'm able to lift, to be honest guys, treble the weight on the leg press. The most I could squat realistically was 260. 260 pound, and on a leg press I can leg press 600, 700, 800 pound, and there's no pressure on my lower back. I use the hack squat machines, particularly the one where there's no shoulder involvement. The handles are there and you can just squat. I do a split squat with dumbbells at the side. Again, no pressure on your lower back with that because the bar's not right at the back. I can do dumbbell lunges, leg extensions. All these exercises are helping me get bigger legs and having, fit, good looking legs that are big, much bigger than they were doing the barbell squat and deadlift. And they're not just much, they are drastically better for your lower back. Much less pressure on your lower back. I guess the takeaway from this video is that, if you do have lower back pain like myself doing these 2 exercises, stop doing them. I did the back squat and the deadlift for way longer than I should have done. I tried them. It was, for me, a complete disaster. And I know Joe Delaney did mention they weren't for him either. He couldn't even tie his own shoelaces and stuff. It got that bad, the pain. I myself was in a similar situation. I've got miles better results, miles bigger legs, just sticking to the leg press and other leg machines and exercises like I mentioned before. So I hope that video has been helpful, and feel free to let me know in the comment section below if you've ever had any lower back pain or just general thoughts on the topic really. See you in the next one, guys.